in Wycomico County. It's the west side of Salisbury, Cordova Road, and Business Route 50. Bypass around Salisbury looking good. Steady goes. We travel on Business 13 up to Delmar, 13 down to Pocomoke, and then looks good as we travel on Route 50 and 92 in from Ocean City, 589 good through Ocean Pines, 113 from Bishopville to Berlin to Snow Hill and Pocomoke, moving through. That's your traffic for the Voice Radio Network.
All right, 8:25. Good morning. It is a Friday, getting you ready for the weekend. Good morning to everybody jumping on our Facebook Live this morning.
Hey.
All right, so we get these polls every day on our gossip sheet, and today's poll was one of them. What are you planning on doing this summer? Okay, 57% said they're planning to attend a family or friend reunion.
Family or friend reunion?
65%, which is overwhelmingly like
That's
the
a high
top.
number.
Yeah. Indicated that family or friend reunions bring them more joy than any other vacation.
Okay.
Okay?
I like it.
Now, there was another survey kind of playing off of that survey that says what kind of reunion activities are on the to-do list. All right? 35% say making matching T-shirts.
Oh.
Like Baker family
See,
reunion,
I know.
you know?
I've never done that.
Well, 24% say catching up with family and friends, and 20% say having a family barbecue.
I want to do it.
So, well, the question I want to put out there is, do you guys do family reunions?
Well-
And do you have one planned? Like, what's the deal?
I know. I mean, we do get-togethers, and I mean, we've done some of those activities that you're saying, but for us to make those T-shirts,
But see,
I've never done that. I'd like to.
like, I know you have like family everywhere, but
We do.
But I'm talking about like, well, here's for example, we haven't had a family reunion since I was a kid.
Okay.
But when I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
my mom and grandmom's side of the family, we used to do a family reunion every year
I love it.
where we would get like, and I'm talking about like all the family from, there's some people from Florida.
Yeah.
We had people from Richmond, Virginia.
Yes.
A bunch from Virginia. Fairfax, I think, was another, like by D.C.
Okay.
And Maryland would all go to.
So all the family.
Yeah, it was like probably like 50 deep at least. We'll go to a
Wow.
place, and that's the
Yes.
only time some of us would see each other.
Yeah.
But it would be all my grandmom's brothers and sisters and their families, and we would go,
Wow.
and it would be the Hood family reunion.
The Hood.
Yeah, because they were Hoods.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, the HOD. Yeah, the Hood. But it was the Hood family reunion. And
Wow.
then, of course, dirt for the Hoods. Then you had, like, my grandmom's last name and,
Yeah.
our last name and whatever. But every year, I remember we would go to North Carolina was one.
That is neat. Now,
there was,
where
there was
would you-
Virginia was another, or we would
Is
go.
it like at a big park, or like how do you get that many people all together? Would you rent out a place?
Yeah, the one time it was like a beach house.
Okay.
It was like maybe 2 beach houses or something. Another time it was, I forget. It was like not a campground, but it was somewhere in Virginia. And it was
That
near,
is
I
so
remember
neat.
like the Virginia Peanut Factory or something like, right? Because Virginia's big for peanuts. So I remember like right near there.
Wow.
But it
That
was
takes
always,
a lot of time and planning
Yes.
and a lot of organization.
well, my grandma, every year we'd have like a head of the family reunion.
Mm-hmm.
So like a president of the,
Yeah.
and they would have like a meeting.
I bet.
And they would
No,
talk
there's
about
a lot
who's
that goes
who's
into
running
this.
it next year and how they
Right.
want to do it. Now, sad news,
Mm-hmm.
my grandmom and her brothers and sisters have all passed away
Mm-hmm.
since then. And they don't do it no
They
more.
were the glue. I know.
Haven't done it in years.
They were the glue.
Yeah. And I don't even know if they did it,
Hush.
if all the people would
All
come.
reach out, and if everybody would all, come together, and how
Yep.
many would be there.
Because we're in a different world now.
Gosh.
But that's what we used to do back in the day. But I
Mm.
still see locally,
So do I.
now back in the day,
And I see the T-shirts and all that.
my grandmom used to
I
tell
admire
me
that.
she used to own an apartment building,
Mhm.
some apartments in Ocean City.
Mhm.
And I remember she said back in the day, like before I was born, they used to come and they used to do it there as well. So
Wow.
when I was a kid, I used to say,
That is neat.
why don't we do it one year in Ocean City? This would be perfect because it's Ocean City, and they had talked about doing that, but it never came to be. There was Virginia and then North Carolina. But my question is,
Wow.
do you guys do family reunions? Let's talk about it. And
I
we
think
used
that
to
is so
do
neat.
like a softball game,
Wow.
a family softball game. We used to do gosh,
How
it
about
was,
kickball?
I don't know if we did kickball or not, but there was like a family game night or something.
Mm-hmm.
There was like a conference room I remember we used to stay at,
Okay.
and
Play games.
yeah, and like all the family would come around, and then there'd be like a dinner. Then sometimes people would be on their own, but then people you were always with family, and sometimes they'd have like the events for all the family.
Mm-hmm.
So if you do a family reunion,
Wow.
let's go. I want to hear from you. 302-858-5117.
And the food and the cooking
Yes.
and
And if you plan on doing one this
who's
summer,
putting it together.
I want to hear like how you guys do it. So, again, I don't know. I think it'd be really cool. Like, my wife and I, we have 4 kids.
Mhm.
So once they go and get married and have their families, I think it'd be cool, like, to bring everyone together.
Of course, yes. Wow.
And maybe once their kids have kids,
I'm into it. I'm into it all.
But I've seen, like, we have a park over by our house, and I've seen family reunions gather there for, like, a big barbecue or whatever. And I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, I love it.
But I thought it was interesting.
I always wonder, like, who puts it together? Who
Yeah.
organizes this? What goes into it? Are they having meetings? What about the food? Who's bringing
Yes.
what? Is it at this big park? Who picks the location? I think of all that stuff.
I guess your grandparents had it right back in the day, holding
Wow.
everybody together.
Yeah, I know. That is so true.
Again, and I think, in a world that we're in with all the crazy stuff going
Yep.
on and all the bad news that you hear about all the time and, social media and all this bull S, I think it's pretty cool that,
Oh,
I
love
see families
seeing
all
it.
the
I
time
love
are doing
seeing
it. I love it. Let's go, guys. I think it's pretty interesting in a poll of 2,000 U.S. adults. 57%, over half, are planning to attend a family or friend reunion.
Wow. It makes me want to do something.
Yeah. So let's go, guys.
Makes me want to plan
I want to hear about your family reunion, or, are you doing one? Have you done one? 302-858-5117. How do you guys do it? Let us know. It's the Bill and Jessica Show, 832.
Power 1017 has your tickets to